it took me a minute to talk about this one. So, if you've been living under a rock for the past, I don't know, maybe it's been 2 weeks so far, Kobe Bryant passed away. Him and his daughter both passed away in a very, very tragic helicopter crash, along with a few other people. And I guess a lot of you guys don't really know me personally, but probably one of the biggest things that I'm like absolute fanatic about is basketball. And it's been that way since I was a kid. I'm actually terribly unathletic, so I would always look up to people who were super athletic and who were just like amazing basketball players. So like my absolute favorite celebrity of all time is LeBron, and especially now, probably my most impactful celebrity is Kobe. Um, and his death affected me very, very, very heavily. A few videos back, I talked to you guys, and I talked about how to stand on the shoulders of giants, and how I said that I would go back and I would listen to interviews by people who I thought were amazing. I think I listed off David Banner, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, just all of these people who were just amazing. And we look up to them decades and years later for their accomplishments and their feats, because the things that they did were just so amazing. And Kobe was one of those people. As a matter of fact, I took such a deep, deep, deep dive into Kobe, especially after his retirement. Because don't get me wrong, the stuff he did on the court was, I mean, like amazing. But the things that he did off the court was what really, really intrigued me. His journey with entrepreneurship, the businesses that he was building, the creative projects that he had going, the passion on how he was still talking about things that by textbook theory he wasn't supposed to be talking about. Like, at face value, if it wasn't basketball, then Kobe Bryant shouldn't have been talking about it. But looking at it now, it's like the everything that he was doing prior to his death, it was so amazing. I have probably watched, and this is before him passing away, several dozens of hours of Kobe Bryant interviews, trying to figure out how he thought about things, trying to figure out where does he get this passion from, where does he get this almost endless tenacity from, how does he structure his relationships with not only his business partner or his teammates, but with his business partners, or how does he structure his relationship with his wife, or how does he make his kids still feel like he cares about them, even though he was on the road a lot when they were very, very young. Those like little nuances on how to be successful and how to pick up on just absolutely amazing things were some of the reasons why I loved Kobe so much. I remember I damn near became religious about it. That all my friends were laughing about me because like for almost a year, Kobe was my screensaver. But it wasn't like the Kobe of him like winning the championship or him dunking on somebody. It was that one super dope photo, and I'll probably link it up right here. But it was super awesome where he won a championship. But you saw his face with the championship trophy, and he still looked so determined. He almost looked like he was pissed off about something. And you would think that at the height of your career, after you finally won everything that you've been trying to win, after you've finally done everything you've strived pretty much your whole life to get to and accomplish, to still be hungry, to still be determined, to still want more from life, is just, man, it's just amazing. And to talk towards the title of this video, like what it means for entrepreneurship, it's probably one of the hardest things I think about this whole situation that I've been trying to work through myself. Just because the relationship between being an entrepreneur and being an athlete are so similar. You have to give up so much. Like, I've lost so many friends. I've Missed out on so many parties. I've missed out on so many good times with some young ladies. I missed out on like so much because the dreams and the passion that I have, they require me not to be there. And if I had to guess, if it was for Kobe, if it's for LeBron, if it's for damn near any other NBA player, it's the exact same thing. Like, we miss out on these things that kids are supposed to do. We miss out on certain fun things. We miss out on all of these things because they don't align with our passion. If your passion is to be a billionaire, or if your passion is to go to the NBA and play sports, then your habits don't allow you much free time. They don't allow you much time to play. That obsessiveness and that nature is something that to be completely honest, I don't wish it on anybody. I know, like, right now it's super duper cool to be an entrepreneur and to be a millionaire who owns his own job and does all of these other cool things. But the absolute tenacity and the patience and the pain that everything takes is something that I can deeply relate to. And I think that the biggest thing on why Kobe's death affected me so much is because it's somebody who won. It's somebody who went through all of the pain. It's somebody who went through all of the trials, all of the tribulations, all of the unbearable pain, and came out on top. He didn't come out on top. He came out a legend. To see him pass away in such an unexpected way, it's almost like getting punched in the chest and you get the air knocked out of you. Like, it's something that's unexpected, and you see a hero. It's like seeing a hero fall, pretty much. It's like in those comic books, whenever you read about Superman, and when Superman like loses, it's almost astonishing to everybody. It's like, what this is supposed to be that guy. This is supposed to be the guy that represents, for all of us, he's supposed to represent determination. He's supposed to represent passion. He's supposed to represent all of these things that we look up to, that we strive hard to work at every single day. And for me personally, that's what Kobe's death meant to me. And that's what his life meant to me. And that's how much he poured his heart into everything. It's the same way I try to replicate with all of my businesses, with all of my leadership events. Anything that I go into, I try to lean into it and I try to pour into it by doing what I teach you guys, by standing on the backs of giants and learning from what they learned, and being able to continue to push, being able to continue to make something out of nothing. And I think that rose that grew from the concrete. I think that establishment, that tenacity, that I am going to go out here and bust your ass no matter what the situation is what Kobe Bryant stood for. And I think that the part of his death that we all have to remember is that it's going to be absolute hell to get to your dreams. That you're going to have to give up way more than you could possibly imagine to give up. But in the very, very end, you get talked about in the conversation of greats. So, to Kobe, to Gina, to the entire Bryant family, you guys have all of my condolences. And thank you for loving and supporting such a legendary icon like Kobe.